This Terrence Gangsta Williams, aka OG Giggity, aka Mr. Answer Right Back, aka the People's Champ. Right now I'm rocking with the Nation of Podcast. This exclusive here. Make sure y'all tune in.
I want to hear from you yourself. What did you get locked up for, and where were you when the feds picked you up? And what did you do to get your time reduced since you're a free man now?
Now, you know I'm old. That was a lot of questions at one time for me. Okay, and March 6th of 1998, the feds arrested me for a conspiracy to heroin. I was connected with some people in New York, getting heroin from them, and I was like to the point where I'm not about to pay for no heroin, so I was like, man, listen, when them people come down here, first I was just going to jack them, but they wanted to fly down because they was being slick. They was sending the whole, we discussed 6 ounces, but they was sending the whole key of heroin down to this dude out in the Methamphetamine Project, and the guy, one of my co-defendants, know him. So I was like, man, what's up with the boy? He said, man, he cool people. I said, man, I'm jacking him. So that play switched up when I found out the people was coming down their cell. So I was like, oh, well, man, we're going to tie them up and kill him. So my co like, man, we're not using my house for nobody to kill somebody. I said, man, listen, we're going to tie him up and we're going to do him later. So the feds was listening to my call, and that's what landed me in the fed. I had got a life sentence. When I received a life sentence, you know, I'm in the fed now, so I'm hearing these different stories about how you could get a Rule 35 to get your time cut. So I'm just listening to people, and I've been know the homicide for the state didn't want to sit down and talk with me, but I was just like nah, the time wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So, you know, I did 23 years, 10 months. But at times that I was like, okay, hold up. I know under Rule 35, the federal rules are no matter what law enforcement agency that you help, you can receive a sentence reduction as long as the information is helpful, is useful. So I was like, oh, I know they want these bodies. I had some guns I was trying to put in the house first. So my prosecutor, he was like, hey, yo, he said, tell Terrence I'm not trying to discourage him from cooperating, but tell him his case was too violent. We're giving him some gun. Tell him go help New Orleans Police Department with them homicides. Then we'll take them guns in consideration. Contact home. So happened I knew a guy over there. I had contacted him. Him and he put it together. He sent for me to come down, and we sat down, and I closed 40 homicides. But it was a lot of other stuff that they wanted that I didn't want to talk about. I was like, nah, you know, my mother still living.
Facts.
That could affect, you know, her. So I was like, listen, man, because it was certain homicides that they wanted to know anyway who had did it. And when I broke it down and told them exactly the gun, the points, you know, where the person was hit at, it was like, okay, yeah, it had to be him or one of his people. So I gave up the homicides. But this is what I want people to understand. It wasn't just the murders that I gave up that freed me. What it was, Donald Trump signed a First Step Act in December of 2018. And the First Step Act allowed people like me that had been incarcerated a long time to file a motion to the court and say, hey, I've been incarcerated this long time. Okay, when I first got locked up, it was mandatory guideline. Now the guidelines are advisory. So I'm asking the court to reduce my sentence because since I've been incarcerated, I have this certificate, I've been doing this, and this. And it's up to the judge to reduce your sentence. So along with the murders, but let me back up. Before Trump, there was a thing called a 2-level reduction. It was for drugs.
Okay.
Back in 2014, and it made it retroactive in 2015. So the problem was, my co-defendant, Blabber, it applied to him. So he got the 2-level reduction. The problem, it applied to me, I would have got 5 years. However, by me being charged with an 848 or CCE, it didn't apply to me because the 848 was at level 38. And it was like once you started level 38, you get sentence reduced. So I was like, man. But the judge, the prosecutor, it was like, by Blabber getting his sentence reduced, it was like, man, you know, this guy been doing everything he's supposed to do. His co-defendant never cooperated with us, and we reduced his sentence. So when I filed, the prosecutor tried to get me 40 years. So I'm like, man, 40 years, that's another 17 more years. So the judge just ordered a sentence hearing, and that way we had a chance to both put our arguments out there and to show the judge, hey, I should be released. He was like, hey, you should have 40 because I still had committed a crime while I was incarcerated.
No, okay. Some crazy stuff here. So the Master P Birdman beef, Cash Money No Limit. I gotta hear from you. What started the beef between these two companies, powerhouses, however you want to call it?
Okay, you got Master P, No Limit Records, Calio Project, his cousins, steppers out to Calio. Then you got Birdman Slim, Magnolia Project, family out the Magnolia steppers. So happened, Calio and Birdman people, we clashing with the Calio. So it's real street beef. So now
is this over territory to, is this over a territory kind of thing? Is this over a profit thing that y'all started beefing, or?
Okay, what happened was one of their people got killed, and they was like, oh, it had to come from back here that know you. So what they did was, without calling us, without asking us what's going on, they just killed my best friend, Mosquito, back there. They hit him like 20-something times. So when they killed him, it was on. I was like, oh, and there's nothing else to talk about now. It's war, you know what I'm saying? So it was up from there. So now you got real street beef going on. So how in the world, if you have real street beef going on, the label's going to put their orders together? Because, back then, it wasn't no recording and sent it to me. Then I sent, you went in that studio and laid your verse. How they was going to do that? And then it's like P from the streets, Birdman from the streets. So now they understand the street ways. So I'm not about to do no business with somebody that my family beefing with is people.
Right. Okay.
Because then you got videos and all that about to be involved. So they never got a chance to hook up because of us.
Okay. So let me ask you, other than Magnolia Slim, was there any other of the No Limit artists that you dealt with back in the day, like your C Murders, Mr. Servon, KLC, Fiends, etc.?
No, bro, real talk, all those guys, they may was in the streets, but we didn't hear them. We didn't know them. We didn't hear them. We didn't know nothing about them. So I never
interviews. Rippa, aka Skip. He said he admittedly got robbed by your homeboy Sterling, and he was involved with the passing of Sterling. He also tried to expose some paperwork and said that you told on him to the police on more than one occasion. He said that whatever situation happened to Sterling happened in front of you and you ran, even though you had a gun. So I want to get your side of that just to clear everything up.
All right. First of all, I didn't know who Rippa was, never met this guy, never had seen him or heard of him, right? This story he made about coming into Magnolia, shooting dice, and Sterling, this is the story he said Sterling come behind him and grabbed him and go in his pocket and took his money, right? This guy Rippa like 6'1", 6'2", he's 6 foot tall, right?
Right.
So, how can one man, now his story to sound more believable had he said that Sterling snuck behind him and grabbed him in a bear hug, and then I went in his pocket and took his money. Because mind you, if a person come behind you and grab you, he got to take one hand loose to go in your pocket.
Facts.
So how can a man, and we used to rob dice game. Now, Killer Stone, the homie Sweet P, all them, they used to shoot dice, true. But this guy didn't come out there and shoot no dice. Sterling ain't just do that kind of stuff. What happened, see, this is what they did. They started watching my videos because his brother been home for 2 years. He been home for years, right? So now I guess they seen how I took to the internet. So now they like, you know what? Let's go sit down and make our play. But we got to change the story because the reason why he killed Sterling was petty. So now it's like, oh, I can't go there telling people the man got killed about this. So here's the thing. Right after he killed Sterling, like I said, we didn't know where it come. We thought it was in the Ivyville downtown, right? So one day I'm in the car, bro. I'm going around this neighborhood, and I hit the block. I'm coming up Clara Street, around Phillip and Clara. There was this known drug set. I turned left on Phillip. Then I turned left on Willow. As I'm getting ready to turn left on First, I see some of my homies coming up the sidewalk with guns in their hand and stuff. But then it's a guy in a red truck behind me, like, you know, you get ready to turn a corner, how you could look back behind you to see what's going on. Yeah. So he's still facing this way. He's still facing straight. I am turned to turn the corner so I can look back and talk. So I was like, well, who are you? He's like, yo, I'm Skip out the milk. I'm the one that did that to a boy. So I was like, you the one who killed my dog. I said, what that was behind? He said, man, he got into one of my homeboys at the detail, stepped on his shoe, and I said, bro, you killed my homie behind something petty like that? He's like, yeah, bro, but I want to holler at you, man. So we hook up a time to meet up. But at this time, my people coming to the thing, I'm like, y'all chill out, because I don't want y'all to shoot at this dude. He pull off and get away. I need to make sure he's comfortable so I could close his coffin. So he wanted to meet in at this restaurant in the French Quarters. But I was like, that's downtown. That's across from the project where Sterling was killed. I'm not about to meet him in his territory where they might got something lined up. I said, let's meet at Piccadilly's. Now, he agreed, right? I go to the project. I hired these two big, strong brothers that used to smoke crack. They naturally big. They're like 6'4" big. I said, look, I need y'all coming to this restaurant. When y'all see me walk up to this dude, shake his head, y'all come behind and grab him, handcuff him, and throw him in the car for him. It was like, all right, cool. So heaven, I never went, right? Because I was like, I'm going to play mind games with this guy. Because I had other heavy beef. I really underestimated this chump, right? So what happens is, right? You know you can't be doing that on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I usually edit that part out. I usually can put a little thing on there.
All right, cool.
I appreciate you, though.
Now, this is exclusive.
Yeah.
So now, once it's going on now, I know who he is. So I tell Hot Beezel, I know who it is. I saw the dude. So now, Hot got a baby mother that lived in Melf. So Hot I said, look, we're gonna bet see who's gonna get him first. So one day I'm in the car and I see him around the Melf on the side street on the paper. I see him. It's broad daylight though. So I stopped, rolled the window. I was just Stone Cutlass. I blew the horn. I got a Mac 11 on there. I could have jumped out and added him out, but I didn't want to take a chance of putting the car apart, making noise, and he spotted, he hear it up or take out running. I wanted to make sure he was comfortable. I roll the window out, blow the horn. He turn around, see me, throw the deuces up. I said, all right, I kept going. I said, this fool really is comfortable now. Man, right after that, I got a rental car in my name. I give Blab the key. Hot tell him, man, let's go to the mill right quick. Gonna holler at my son. They go back there. Blab don't know what his intentions are. They go on the other side of the mill, see Rippa on a payphone. He was going by Skip back then. And Hot jump out and get the edit out at it. Rippa tell the police. So when Hot got arrested for the kidnapping and all kind of other stuff, they charged him with attempt murder on Rippa. Mm. So now, while Rippa, we born Hot out. But now, while Rippa in jail fighting some other charge, but our homies at the Magnolia called my cell phone. At the time, my cell phone was tapped. So the homie like, man, Skip in here. So it's me, Hot Beezel, and Blabber. Blabber yelling in the background while I'm talking to the homie out the Magnolia, yo, y'all jump on, beat him up in jail, right? So Hot grabbed the phone because they had put Skip on the phone, Rippa on the phone. He like, Rippa's exact words were, man, Gangsta said that was over with. I said, man, you killed Sterling. Ain't no over with, man. It's on. She was like, well, all right then. At the time, the Fed got my phone tapped. So the Fed hit him talking about this murder, right? So now, when we all get arrested, the feds, that's why you see the way he say that FBI, all these different law enforcement agencies came to his house, because when you got a murder charge, first of all, only the NOPD, because it's state, it's local. That's all going to come to your house, right? So by my phone being tapped and by Sterling being a hot boy, being on investigation, I guess, for the Fed, whatever, they wanted him. So now they go, I guess all law enforcement agencies want in on this, right? They go to his house, but he wound up going to the state because it was a state case. So now, while I'm doing my this how, this dude was, he was going good, right? But what he was messing up with his time frame was, the problem was, I got locked up in 98. 99, I got sentenced. If you look at the court transcript, he didn't go to court till the 2000. So there's no way that I could be on the till meeting his brother when I was already doing time in federal prison.
Right.
His lawyer or the private investigator lady come to my prison and say, they're trying to give my client the death penalty. The government is going to call you because your phone was tapped and y'all on the phone fussing with him about killing one of your best friends. Will you help him out? I said, yeah, man, because he didn't know this, but one of the other hot boys was home, and one of the other hot boys wanted him out bad to crush him, right?
Right.
And this was one of the ones. So his lawyer say, they're trying to give him the death penalty. Will you help him out? Blah, blah, blah. I said, of course. I signed a paper saying, yes, Sterling was a violent person. This guy deserves to get 5 years. He don't deserve to get no death penalty. We go to court. Government called me to court. I'm on the docks. I'm on the dock with some true steppers. Now, he switched to this. This is how you know this guy crazy, bro. He said that I was surrounded by SOD. First of all, anybody who been in my jail, it used to be called SID back in the day. They the investigators like everybody like 6'4", 6'6" or better, right?
Right.
Big, swole. They come on the tier, and they're the ones that bring the pain, beat you up, get the tier in order. So now, if I'm being escorted by them, then number one, there's no inmates that's going to throw stuff at me because they know the SID people go come in that cell and beat the brakes off you. Everybody been in that parish know them people don't play. Number one. Number two, problem with that is they don't give us nothing like to have to throw stuff at them. Well, unless a toilet paper roll. But he said everybody was throwing it. But at the time, I'm in the cell with the steppers because when you go to court, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 5, 6 cells. 4 in the front and 2 in the back. One where the females be, and one where they have guys younger, homosexuals, all them be ducked off in the back. So I'm on a regular tier. I'm in the cell with some real steppers, right? I go in there, and if you notice this here, I was gonna go ahead and get all the paperwork and do my own video to show how this man was capping. But his brother came back and said he did a lot of capping anyway. But anyway, so if you notice when he got the paperwork, how he say, see, turn it with you. You see, he picked me out. You see that? But you notice he never go to the paper where it says, when you on the stand, they're going to ask you, did you see this person kill your friend? Or did you see this person pull the trigger? You notice he never read none of that stuff.
Right.
Because here's the thing. I helped him. Sterling mother told everybody, her family, everybody, Gangsta helped free a man that killed my son. So Sterling mother mad with me about this, right? But she don't understand the game. Like, man, listen, we want this man on the street so we can do him like he did your son. But
right.
We can't explain this to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the man or if somebody who know law or know how to research stuff, get all his paperwork, get the stuff from his lawyer, because he had to give a statement to tell his lawyer, to tell people, hey, Sterling was a violent person. Because think about this. If I'm a government witness for the state, right, I'm on the stand, they want to give you the death penalty already. How you wind up with 5 years if you got a witness on the stand against you? How you going to get 5 years? How do you take 5 years, bro?
Not for a body.
No, I helped him, but the problem was this now. Now that the internet going on, so it's like, you know what? We're going to show just this part. And what I learned about the internet, people these days, they don't care if it's a true that. They just want to hear a good story. A lot of people not questioning like, well, bro, if Gangsta right here telling on you and he a state witness and he can eyewitness you do this murder, he can see you do all this stuff, how you wind up with 5 years? How are you home now?
Facts.
They don't ask those questions. All that they want to hear, okay, the people's champ, he was tearing the internet up. Oh, we got somebody that's saying this. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, yeah, we got something now. And it's just a story they want. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not in the streets no more, so a lot of people don't care about that. Like I said, they just want a good story. He came with a good story. I was shocked when he said about the dice. I was like, boy, this boy here is smooth, you know. And I say this humbly, and then I was like, oh, boy, that boy tough, that boy bad. But the problem, too, another problem where he messed up at, when he said, I hear Sterling say, oh, that goes Skip right there when we was down in the Ivory the day he killed Sterling. He said Sterling up the gun and started adding out at him. He fell. Sterling came for the kill, and he shot Sterling. I ran with a gun and took off. Bro, everybody know how I once were. When I was in the streets, I was in the streets. Sterling got you down to kill, I'm joining in because this is my brother. We about to work. What I'm going to run from one man from when I went to war with one of the worstest project, one of the worst, that's not a word, one of the worst project, Uptown, the Calio, Steppers, Cold Killer. I went to war with them dudes. And it was a lot of them were worried about one man. Come on, man. So, anyway, what he messed up at, too, is, because I was hoping because, you know, when you get your police report, I was hoping he'd show where all Sterling was hit at. Because when he said Sterling was hit, trying to walk up and hit him, so that means Sterling was hit in the front somewhere. All Sterling's shots to the back of his head. So that dude was capping, bro, because we was in the field downtown talking to a known stepper that told us that he got this project on lock. None of us had guns on him because we was like, okay, we're going downtown, we don't got to be down here, which we supposed to keep a gun on us, but we just take a lot of people for granted because we felt like we'd have made our name. A lot of people scared of us, they ain't gonna play. A lot of people gonna think we on the strap. Anyway, he called us slipping that day. He attacked Sterling, hit Sterling, because that's all he wanted was Sterling, because he could have hit me too. But like you see, I ran with a gun. I'm known for up and busting my gun, but this particular day I ran with my gun. So
2-on-1 too.
And I run with a gun, and I'm known to squeeze, bro. So, like I say, at this point in time, I'm like, okay, well, I see what it is. It's just for the internet, entertainment. I'm getting a check. He trying to get his name out there. But then I start thinking, I'm entertaining this bull crap, and Sterling family still living. Sterling family still watching this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the moment, I got caught up in it, bro, and I was like, oh, this fool want to play? He lying? So I'm entertaining it, and then certain stuff, when he say, people from New Orleans knew, oh, that story don't add up. Oh, man, he lying. Oh, he playing. And people was buying it at first, but then when you go to asking these questions like the stuff I'm saying, they're like, yeah, hold up, Gangsta got a good point. But then I thought back on how a voice told me back in the days, finish your enemy. And that's what I get for helping him. But I didn't help him to help him. I helped him for him to get back to flush him back out to the streets.
Thanks.
So he can get needed. But like I say, he playing on the paperwork showing one little part, but he not showing the whole thing. He not showing how I agree, yeah, Sterling was violent. Yeah, Sterling to pick on him. Yeah, Sterling was a bully. He not showing all that. That's how he got 5 years. He just showing the part for the internet. Look, y'all see his name? Y'all see this? Boom. And that's it. So people are like, oh, that's what it is. Okay, bro. But they're not questioning, how did you wind up with a 5-year sentence, bro?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But, yeah, but you know, the reason why I was never tripping about the situation, because I already got the snitch jacket. I'm not tripping off that. Like I tell people, when you get on this internet, you're open. Your life is open now. You're open. It's fair game now, so people gonna come at you. You have to develop bulletproof emotions to keep it moving, right? But just my thing is, I just felt that, man, he took it a little too far with the cabin and line. Okay, listen, first of all, you went to jail, you killed a known stepper. Okay, cool. But when you go to adding the stories, how you jacket for the people got to think, how can a man grab you and then take one hand to go where your hands at once he free one hand? You're supposed to be able to wiggle up out of that now.
Facts, yeah.
As hard as you know what I'm saying? But people not asking these questions. They just looking at, well, that's a believable story. And there's a bunch of youngsters on the internet, so they take that and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let me entertain them because I'm about to get a check off. And it was what it was, bro. But at the end of the day, man, the man did a lot of line capping. And I entertained the bull because I'm the people's champ.
Mr. Answer right back.
The answer right back. You know what I'm saying? So, and people want to hear my side of the story. So I got caught up in it, man. Then I realized, Ramadan, you get the chance to reflect and think because you're not drinking no water, you're not eating, you're not distracted. I was like, man, how do Sterling family feel about me? We living this, talking about this, and entertaining this, and keep bringing the man's name up. Man, I'm down bad. I'm wrong for this, entertaining this bull, and I'm giving him, I'm doing what Boosie did for me to him. You know what I'm saying? Helping him. Yeah. But the only problem with him is, one problem with him is this. He don't have a lot of story. He got to start fabricating, start lying to get in front of the camera because he didn't do a lot in his life. Okay. So now, once you have an audience, you got to be able to hold that audience. You got to be able to tell your story. And the problem, and another thing is, when you tell these stories, other steps going to verify that. Just like before I came out, you had rappers, you had people talking about me before I came out. So now people, you the one. Yeah, it's me. But you notice this. You know what I'm saying? You notice this. All the stories I've given, you notice I never talked about murdering somebody.
Right.
None of my stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to glorify that part. You know what I'm saying? Because I really was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But and I could do that. I could talk about a lot of stuff because I got immunity for some murders. But I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna. And then I don't know. It's been like almost 30 years, 35 years. So some of that stuff. So I don't know who family and growed up, who's who. And
right.
I be thinking it's good, and somebody hit my head, so I just stay out the way with that part. But bro, like I said, bro, I'm just happy to be free. I feel like I won. When I tell people I feel like I won, I've been shot up on 3 different occasions. I've been stabbed. I've been in juvenile jail. I had juvenile life. I've been in state prison. I've been in the feds. Life sentence, 23 years, 10 months, and now I'm home to tell my story.
You brought up Hot Bezo. So I'm gonna ask you, what's the rift between you and Bezo? So, because I know, is it just because the how you came home situation? Is that why there's the rift? Because you guys were together, and now it's like, what I mean. So what's the issue between you two?
That right there, how I came home. Hot a thorough one, Hot a real 3-stepper. I can't take nothing from him. So my thing is this, I'm good at trolling. I'm good at having fun, getting under people's skin. So my thing is, Hot made me know he mad with me, he don't respect it, he ain't rocking with it, and I gotta respect that. But however, since I'm on the internet, okay, well, I'm entertaining you now. And I know Hot not good with that. He not good at going back and forward. He can't handle me like that. So he's really ticked off. So this is what he'll do. And this is why you will see me every now and again attack him. Like if somebody going at me, he'll go in their comments and be thumbing up and liking their stuff and all that. So that's his way of letting them y'all rocking with you. I can't really get on here and go at Gangsta word for word or video for video, but I see what you're doing. I'll approve your message. So when somebody hit me up or send me a screenshot showing, oh, look, Hot is in I said, oh, you want to play? I got something for him. I got too much on him. You know what I'm saying? That right. I can troll him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I attack him. But Hot in the right. He right. I was wrong, but I still just take advantage of it because I get paid.
Okay. So I know I was talking to, like I said, Lil Ya from UNLV. He was telling me he feels like that you and Birdman could get past you guys' beef since you guys are brothers. If you guys saw each other, what kind of conversation would you want to have?
Man, where that money at? First of all, shout out to Ya Fat from UNLV. That's my bro. We come up together. Much love. Make sure y'all support his music and stuff. That's a good stand-up man. But now to answer your question, if I seen Birdman, first thing we're gonna talk about is what's up with the movies I done wrote. What I got going on, because he don't hate me. He don't respect what I did.
Right.
So it's not one of them things where we see each other get the cut. I don't cut, so we're not gonna be arguing, hurling insults at one another. Now, I would say this here, he one of the ones that'll do this, and we spot each other, we in the same area, he'll sit back and let me come to him.
Okay.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You know how them dudes just be kick back like what's up? Like, what you got to talk? What you got to say? One of them.
Right.
See, here's the thing with me. Because he see that I jumped out here and took off. I didn't ask him for help. I didn't, hey man, shout my channel out. Hey, I got it from the mud. I built it from the ground up. God blessed me with the talent I have. So now he looking at it like, okay, little bro winning. LeBron always been smart, and he winning now. So I'm not asking for nothing. So now it's easier for him to be behind the scenes and be like, "Yeah, what's up? Y'all been all right?" Blah, blah, blah. Versus him coming to me or picking up the phone and check on me, because he know since I was a shorty, I've been taking care of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we don't hate one another. He just don't like what I did. So he's standing on, you know what I'm saying, the rules that was implemented.
I don't hear you doing too much talking about Big Slim, the Giant. What's your relationship with him?
That's my bro. I love him. He was the only one showed me love when I got out. Well, I take that back. I had two sisters and my homie Skip Boo that gave me some money, and then my sister. It's three females showed me love. My sister Jazz, shout out to Jazz and her girlfriend out in Cali. They live in Oakley, California. They got a cake store. These two sisters in New Orleans and my homie Skip Boo, they looked out for me when I first got out. Now, besides that, Slim gave me money to pay for pay the camera guy to film my documentary.
Okay.
So he showed me love, you know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna hear me talk bad. First of all, you're not gonna hear me talk bad or go off on Birdman or Slim. Yeah, I troll Birdman from time to time because, like I said, I get paid. But you're not gonna hear me air out some behind the scene, closed door stuff that I know for a fact that people will be shocked to hear or something like that. I'm not gonna do it because, for number one, I made the rules, I violated the rules, so I can't expect men that's still standing on the old law to adjust to my selfish ways to get out of prison. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna never disrespect the men like that. But
and that's facts too, because like you said, I know what you they you know you allegedly did. You gave them some you helped them close cases, but the people were already gone. You know what I mean? So it ain't like, you know, it's a fine line there.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, I made the rules. You don't never sit down with law enforcement.
Right.
So, and then with this new generation, they looking at it like, man, you told, like, what's going on? And then, with Birdman and being active, so it's like, man, we can't be associated with that at all. You know what I'm saying? And the rule's always been nobody bigger than the brain. So no matter you family, no matter what you contribute to Cash Money, you violate it. You're an outcast now. Get out of here. Beat it. See what I'm saying?
Like the mob.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me tell you why I'm fine with that. It's because when I was incarcerated, my whole bid, bro, them dudes took care of me. I didn't want for nothing. I was able to take care of my children from prison because of Slim and Birdman.
Right.
So I am going to forever be loved, thankful to the men for that. So I'm not going to just get up here and do total assassinate Birdman's character. Yeah, but now from time to time I'm trolling. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I love them, bro, because they took, because in prison, bro, you really need help. And the men that was there for me, but I didn't know how I feel to do bad. Kept money on my boat. It was talking about thousands. So, they did their part. I don't need you now, because my motto is this: as long as they printing money, I'm going to get some money.
Facts.
And the way this internet stuff going now, all I got to do is sit down in front of the camera and talk my talk and get paid. Let's run it.
Yeah, amen to that, man. Like I said, this internet stuff's been a blessing. Gangsta versus Boosie, the hottest beef on social media. Let me get your comments on Boosie and his post about, I'm just going to say about the picture, and then what would happen if you ever ran into Boosie.
All right, first of all, shout out to Boosie. I do not hate Boosie. Boosie just told how he feel. I saw an opportunity to capitalize off that. I capitalized off. I appreciate Boosie acknowledging me because Boosie's a celebrity. Boosie got the streets. So you got to keep in mind, for somebody like Boosie that got millions of followers, to mention my name, that's big.
Big time.
Think about this here. Who else in the industry that rattles Boosie cage where Boosie going to come out and cuss them out or address them and entertain them? I'm the only one. Right. You got Charleston White, the king of trolls. Can't even rattle Boosie cage. But Boosie go, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge him, you know what I'm saying? And we know Charles White don't play.
Well, I think it might be because I watched his interviews too, and I feel like he had a certain level of respect for you. Because during the interview, he started to say, he heard Real Steppers when he was locked up talk about Gangsta and how they stood on your name. So there was a level of respect that he definitely had for you before. I think kind of like Hot Bezo, Birdman. That's kind of he's trying to stick to his code.
Yeah, that's a fact, and you can't help but respect that. But like I say, the internet is entertaining.
Yes.
So now I got to go back at you, Boosie. And he's totally right about all that. People, and right now to this day, dudes in Angola still call me, love me, still rocking with me, still standing on my name. They still love me, man. My homies love me in Angola. That's a known fact. I got men still calling me to this day. But like I say, but to answer your question, if I seen Boosie, I wouldn't try to. Here's the thing, bro. I'm not into the violent part no more. My thing is the at-risk youth. I just want to tell my story, get my name, get myself out there. So when they see me, they know, okay, listen, I done just about all kind of stuff in the game. Y'all can't run nothing on me. So I'm here to let y'all know this is what's going on. This is what's going to happen. The only two things you face at the end of the day when you live in the street life, that's death and prison. So, but Boosie helping me get my name out there, get my face, get the recognition, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I appreciate this here. Like I said, I don't have no personal vendetta against Boosie. I don't hate Boosie. I appreciate he acknowledged me. He went on Twitter and he added stuff out to address his situation with the picture. I have several other pictures with other guys, steppers, don't killers, in the club. There's a bunch of us in the club and they're sitting on people's lap. In this day and time, the new generation, some of them is homophobia. So it's like when you do certain stuff, like, oh, they just frown upon. Back then, we were sure of ourselves. We didn't look at stuff like that. To answer people's question, no, I don't indulge in homosexual activity. No, we didn't play that stuff back then. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. But looking back on it, and in this day and time, see, I'm not one of the ones that's just stuck or want to be in a tunnel vision or be ignorant to the fact. I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, well, we was wilding back then. Yeah, that wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that person that's sitting on my lap, that's Sterling, that's the one who was in the hot boy. That's my brother.
Right.
So the one who Rip talked about. That's who that is. But we that was kind of out of line. But like I say, back. But you notice this: a lot of old head steppers from New Orleans, you don't hear them chiming on that because that's just how we played, how we rocked, what we did back then. I understand this new wave, like, man, that don't look good. That look, because now ever since Obama came out and gave the alphabet letters, the LGBTQ, they keep all kind of adding letters, a right to speak. So now it's like they out now. So it's like, oh man, that's frowned upon. Man, what y'all do? Y'all can't do, certain stuff.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? But and I understand the new generation how they feel about that. But a guy, Truth Be, I ain't hear from him in a while. No, Truth Be Told, a podcast that hit me up. He said, I seen you post that people took it down a while back. Would it be all right if I post? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Because I had a feeling the effect it was going to have. You know what I'm saying? So I always think in my mind, Birdman said I'm going to get 5 minutes of fame. So I always think of ways that something going to go viral where people going to come to my channel, or people going to come and support me, they're going to come check me out. And with that was one of the ones. Right.
Well, because the first thing I thought of, I was like, it's controversial. Controversy. One of the mottos that I kind of live by is controversy creates cash. Because that's facts. People come to our stuff to get this controversial news and footage and all of that stuff, and it generates cash for us. So, you know what I'm saying? That's early days.
I had just it was a tattoo shop around not too far from there on Rampart. I had brought this female there to get a tattoo, hot chili pepper with Gangsta on her right thigh. All my girls, I was stamping them, putting my name.
You crazy.
Yeah. So this is how I get caught up. So I got this girl at the 7th Ward. I give her the money to go get the same thing. So I'm with this other red, light-skinned chick. We go to this tattoo shop. So it happened, I'm rushing her to come outside the house. She left her ID. So when we get to the tattoo shop, they're not going to tattoo her because this tattoo shop is strict. They want your ID. They want to make sure you of age. So I'm like, well, where you got those done on you? Downtown in Rampart, on Rampart Street, by Armstrong Park. Well, let's go. We go downtown, right? When I pull up, she go in the shop. I am still standing outside talking to a guy. No. I was on the phone. So the guy come out, the tattoo shop, said, man, you busted. So I'm like, what is he talking about? I'm downtown, ain't too much going on,
Right.
He said, so as me and him talking, one of my females come out. She said, what's up, player? And her friend, like, girl, I told you, stupid girl. Hey, don't get that tattoo. I'm looking. I hadn't gave her. So now I'm like, well, where my money at? But she, she keeping it cool. I am keeping it cool, but I'm like, man, what the chances of this? You know what I'm saying? So she leave. My other girl still get her tat. We go to the studio. Lil Wayne, Juvie, BG, Turk, all them in the studio. At this time, Wayne had the little afro with a little camouflage vest on. So Wayne and Turk sit at a table over here by themselves. Juvie would sit at a table by himself over here. And BG was out in the hallway with a female. She was FaceTiming him without FaceTiming. So I asked Wayne, I said, let me hear you rap. And I'm looking at this little young boy, and I'm like, where you get that from? How you able to put this stuff? He's like, I don't know. I'm just talented. I'm just gifted. And I'm like, this little boy gonna be what's up.
Right.
And man, years later, Weezy took over, you know what I'm saying? But my favorite rapper always was BG on the label.
Okay, so speaking of BG, there's a issue between you and BG supposedly. Do you think that's repairable? Because I mean, you Gangsta, he's baby Gangsta. You know.
This is the thing, and watch the play when you come home. It's repairable, but it's not gonna get repaired because of this. BG still standing on the old laws. You know what I'm saying? BG and Boosie are best friends.
Yeah.
So right now with me and Boosie clashing, with Birdman and them, Hot Beezel and BG used to run together. So automatically BG stance is over here with the stand-up guys.
I ain't think about that. Him and Boosie are, yep, I ain't think about that, yep.
Yeah, man, so a lot of people have to you and BG, no, BG not going to holler at me, he's not going to embrace me. And rightfully so, he shouldn't. Because of what's going on out there. And I'm not going to be mad with BT. I'm not upset with BT. But I will say this. I got my videos in the cut. I'm waiting on another payday.
Facts.
Play with me. I'm on your top like a kufi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what it is with me, man. So I'm just sitting in the cut. But I don't expect him to shout me out, embrace me, call me, kick with me. Because this man just did 12 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Standing on the old law. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth closed. So, I'm not going to be upset with BT. He don't embrace. And you got to understand this, bro. I'm doing fine by myself.
Facts. That's facts.
And y'all know my motto. I don't buy friendship. It's too expensive. So.
That's how I roll too, bro.
Yeah, bro. When y'all see me, they're going to see me with queen friends or by myself. That's that way. I ain't gotta worry about nobody talking behind my back. I ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to pray on my downfall inside my camp. I ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to film me, trying to do all kind of behind the scenes slick stuff to sell footage and all the other old goofy stuff that they do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So bro, I am perfectly fine how I'm living now. I'm too old anyway to be ripping and running and trying to make friends.
Soulja Slim, Magnolia Slim. You said something about him having beef with BG and Juvenile when he got out of jail. Could you elaborate on that? Tell why he had an issue with them?
All right, when Slim went to jail, BG, if you look at it, BG kind of took Slim's style and ran with it.
Okay.
So Slim looking at that, right? Juvenile out the project. Slim out the project. Go listen to all their songs. You'll never hear him shout Magnolia Slim out. So when Slim come home, bro, Slim came right to the project by me. He started the word cousin in the project. What's up, cousin? Calling everybody cousin. Everybody calling each other cousin. He said he had a song called Style Stealing. He was dissing BG. He rapped it for me. Then he had one, he was like, Junior had that hot song called Soulja.
Right.
Slim had that song. He said, man, I've been gone a year and 6. What's up with this Soulja Rag S? And I said, cuz you can't put that up. No, cuz you can't, no, and D, you can't do that. So I had gave him, matter of fact, I had gave Magnolia Slim, because people don't make Soulja Slim. I had gave Magnolia Slim my cell phone. The same cell phone that I gave him some money. He came impressed by me with a female. The same cell phone I gave him, that's the cell phone 3 months later, the feds tapped my phone. That same cell phone, bro. Slim just got out. Here you go, because he needed a phone. He go your phone, go ride, do whatever he need to do. He owe you some money. He left. After we chopped it up, he left with the female. I guess, to go handle his business, go have sex, whatever.
Facts.
So right after that, I was at the Fed, and that's when he got with No Limit. But
now, why do you know why he picked No Limit over Cash Money? Was it because of that reason that they kind of weren't giving him love when he was locked up, or why didn't he sign with Cash Money?
And a lot of us was shocked about that too. For him to go over to No Limit. Personally, I think that it was because P was already established more, and it was like P didn't do anything. I can go over here and
get a big bag. Look. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Versus over here. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know the real intention. It could be that he was ticked off that they ain't embraced, show him love while he was locked up, shout him out in those songs or whatever. Because when we go to, because you gotta keep in mind, Slim was our Tupac. So Slim the one with all the songs, repping that Know Ya, going hard, talking about the Soulja Reeboks and doing all this stuff. And now when I go lay down, y'all ain't keeping my stuff going. Like, what's up with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know the true reason why he went with No Limit. I just know a lot of us, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of us, I'm gonna speak for me. I was upset that he changed the name from Magnolia Slim to Soulja Slim. That blew me. I was like, man, what's up? Why you? And he was deeming his song, Magnolia Slim, Soulja Slim, you hear this all the same. But we was like, nah, cousin, you supposed to take that Magnolia name worldwide with you over there. You know what I'm saying? But, you gotta keep in mind this time, I'm at war with that Calio, P and them, so it's like, how this gonna look? No Limit Records, Calio, home base, and we got a Magnolia guy, somebody Magnolia on the label, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, man, Slim, my bro, I love him, miss him. Slim was one of the first rappers. Slim was the first rapper to put my name in a song.
Okay. About BMF, Big Meech, in jail with him. How was that with both you guys having celebrity status?
You want to hear the whole story how I first met Big Meech, or you want me to cut it short?
That's cool. Go ahead. I got time.
All right. Okay. I was in USP McQuarrie, a penitentiary up in Pine Knot, Kentucky. And some guys say the name BMF. These guys just got busted. Like I said, I had been locked up since 98, so I don't know about BMF. I had never heard of BMF. I never heard of Big Meech. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not in the know, what's going on. So I heard some guys on the radio talking about it. Like I said, I'm not paying attention to that. So when I get transferred to Jessup, I get to Jessup, and like I would say 3-4 years later, 2 guys show up on compound. One light skinned with braids, another one big with diamonds in his mouth with dreads. Back then, it's called a 10-minute move where you got to hurry up and get, if you're in a rec yard, or if you're in your dorm, you want to go to the law library, or if you're in the law library and you want to get back to your dormitory, you got to go, because after them 10 minutes, compound shut down. Wherever you at, you stuck for a whole hour. And it's like, okay, they go to second fastest man on the compound, because I used to walk fast, get where I got to get, because I've been in the law library a lot. I might have to run back to the dorm, get something out right quick, and shoot back to the law library.
Right.
So when I'm walking, it's this guy like, hey, what's up? So I see 2 guys standing to the side, like, hey, what's up? Who you? Oh, I'm we was in such prison together. So I'm like, oh man, I don't know, I don't remember you. Kept going. So later on, we in the dorm, like, yo, Big Meech on the compound. I say the guy from the BMF that people been talking about. He said, yeah. I said, how he look? They say he light skinned. I said, oh, and it hit me. The big dude with the dread was talking to me. The light skinned one was standing next to him. I'm like, man, I might have made that man look bad. So now for dinner time, just had a compound open. So once you go eat, you go hang out, talk. So now we about to chop. And I see the guy again, so I was like, let me kind of clean it up. I said, man, what's up? Yo, you need something? We talking. So as the guy not talking, Big Meech trying to make his way over towards us, but there's a lot of people that's stopping him, dapping him and talking to him.
Right.
Because these guys know, the mark he left on the street.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But him and I making eye contact, but he like a good little distance from me when he made his way towards me, but he can't quite get to me yet because a lot of guys stopping him and dapping him. What's up, dog? After they talking to him. We got each other in eyesight. So when we finally make it each other, I got the guy with me. He said, yo, Gangsta, this Big Meech, this Gangsta. So Big Meech's like, we shake, we give it like a little dap thing, bop. And he was like, man, I read your article in Ozone Magazine, man. My heart go out to you, man. I see you got a license, how you reach out to the children, da-da-da. So I usually go back in the dorm, but I was like, well, let me go to rec, y'all. He just come on compound. I see this a legend right here. A lot of people gravitating to him. Let me go check him out. Let's go talk. So we go to rec, y'all. He's like, man, I was a billionaire out on the streets, man. I was getting money, and I'm listening to him, right? So we talking. I was like, well, check this out, bro. I see you got a lot of people attention. I said, man, you got to start reaching out to the at-risk youth and reaching out to these children, and so the people could see if anything come out, lost something, they could see that you trying to do something about it. His exact words were, man, listen, if I reach out to children, I'm gonna let them know how to sell drugs and not get caught. I'm like, stop looking at it, bro. But at this time, I'm trying to change over to some positive stuff, right? I say, you know what, bro, I understand you bitter, you just got locked up, so you're gonna feel like that. But eventually, you're gonna change, right? I told him that. So, we talked. He like, man, I come up not, in the house, this, telling me how he come up in Detroit and this. So I'm understanding where he coming from with it. But at this time, now I'm on this new wave trying to get my life together and positive. So, he just got locked up. So he's still, bitter with the government.
Right.
So he got cool with this old head named Lord, I think from New York. So we used to be in the law library a lot, like I say, I said, Lord, man, you got to start, do a blog. Because I had got a blog, the lady Wendy Day from Rap Coalition used to run my blog for me. And that's how I met the Freeway Ricky Ross from California.
Okay.
And because I used to write a lot on my blog. So he liked what I used to, the message I used to send out. So I'm telling the guy, man, you got to do one of these for Big Meech, man. So he showed me some papers. Like, see, I'm putting it together. I said, boy, yeah, you own it. So from there, bro, I see Meech coming to the compound with one guy. From there, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole army. And then everybody started getting BMF tattooed on their left side of their neck with ENT under the BMF, right? So I'm like, what the world? I watched this man come to that compound and build an army. And all they would do, go eat, go to rec yard, work out, and then he go back to the dorm. He gonna buy up all the wine. If you're cooking food, hustling, he gonna buy up all the food. He gonna just sit down and talk that talk. Good dude, respectful dude. When I go to rec yard, he gonna do push up, hit the weight, and get in the pit. Me and him got a lot of pictures together to clear up the rumors. No, me and Big Meech never had a fight. We never had an argument. We never had a disagreement. We were two men that had respect for one another, and we just lived on compound together. And that's when his crew got into a fight. That's how he got shipped away from there. I had nothing to do with that. Actually, I was going out there to make sure he was okay. Him and I, if he ever tell the story, he'll tell you, him and I were walking together up the sidewalk when the lieutenant stopped us and said, what's your name? I said, William. He said, what's your name? He said, Flynn. He said, let me see your ID. He said, when you go back to the dorm. I turn around. I got 2 dives on me. I turn around, and he pat me down, locked Meech up, put him in the hole because he was the head of the BMF. And somebody had snitched to the officers that BMF beefing with DC. So that's how he got transferred from me. But me and Meech never had a fight. The guy had a picture crop, my face all bruised up, had to go to the hospital. I was like, man, this internet stuff, wow, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, me and Big Meech never had a disagreement.
Okay. All right. Hey, once again, bro, I appreciate this interview, bro. Once again, man, like, I'm a big fan. It's an honor and a privilege to have this interview, bro. Like I said, I'm a big fan. We're gonna have to get together and do this again, bro. Like I said, I do interviews every other month with Yafet. So, I mean, we need to try to get on some sort of schedule like that, man, to keep this energy going.
Facts. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. I now finally put the face with the voice. The Nation of Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy. Yo, I'm gonna try to mimic that. I'm gonna try to do a person. What they call that? Impersonation. I'm gonna try to do. Because I like how you come with that intro.
I appreciate it, man. I've been practicing it for a little while.
Well, you got it down pat. I need to get to that point, man. I really need to get to that. But thank you for having me on your podcast, on your show, bro. Much love. Keep doing your thing, because I always be thinking of ways that I can do something positive or how I can do other content. And when I listen to yours, how you got it down pat, be like, man, I would love to be able to do how this brother do it, man.
I appreciate
now that I get a chance, yo, this is pretty cool, man. This is a pretty cool moment for myself, bro.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Well, like I said, we're going to keep in touch, bro. And we're going to do this again, fam.
All right, bro. It's all good. Thank you for having me, bro. Much love.
Much love, bro.